This is Michelle Turkington. I'm here today to train you on how to add a meeting to the calendar. Most of you, all of you I think, are now registration administrators, so you should have a new tab called Administrator, and one way to get to the calendar is through Member Management. Not intuitive, but that's the way. You can go through the Registration Tool Manager, and it'll bring up the different philanthropies of which we are listed as one under Gardenia Chapter, and you're going to want to manage that. And then you'll get a whole huge list of all the things we have going on across the chapter. Another way to do that is through the Calendar tab, and you can come into Gardenia Chapters and Manage. It'll bring you to exactly the same place. So you can edit and copy events from here, but probably you have a unique event, so you're going to want to start from the beginning and add a registration event. And so you're going to want to start with the name of the event, be descriptive. My example today is I picked on the class of 2019, my daughter's age, and we're having a ticktocker meeting and patroness event. And so Betsy Keneally was kind enough, unbeknownst to Betsy, to host a pool party for her group. Thanks, Betsy. So she wants to tell them she's having it at her house, bring an appetizer to share and a towel. And if you'd like to do an inspiration, you can earn a league hour. You can put the address here, but this isn't really the appropriate place to put the address. So a document is if they would need to sign a waiver. An example that probably really wouldn't work, let's say you decide you're going to Sky Zone and a waiver is required. I'm going to tell you as a mom that's going to have to be done online or at the event in person, so it really doesn't apply to that, but that is where you could put a waiver. You could put a group image if you'd like to make the event more enticing. Really important. So you see I've got mothers and daughters here. So you want to, this max requirements, max reservation is a required field, and make it big enough. Don't shut anybody out. So sometimes I just guess, but the biggest class we could have is 30 would be bigger than the biggest class we could have. So times 2 for moms, I'm putting 60. Min reservation is not required, and it's not really important. You can monitor the signups to see if you need to cancel your event. Restricting the sign-up. You can restrict your meeting to one group. So if you're having patronesses and TikTokers, you can only choose one for the sign-up, so don't restrict it. If you are just having a TikToker meeting, you can go ahead and restrict it. You do not want to enable the wait list in this case. The organization is Gardenia. And so these are not really in alphabetical order, a little bit confusing. So you're going to select Gardenia, and then you're going to pick, I'm going to go ahead and call this the August planning meeting, where mothers and daughters would be involved. So there's a drop-down menu. If you have something new, you can contact the web admin and have them add it, or maybe you can do that now too. So the location, this really applies to a philanthropies location, so you're going to want to use other location. So Betsy's hosting this at her home, so we're going to put her house number and a phone number to contact in case anybody is lost and frustrated. Make it easy for them. And this event is going to happen October 21st, and it's going to happen at 3:30, and you don't need to restrict the sign up. You can put it on any time, and it's going to go to for 2 hours to 5:30. So it's on the 21st. The end date must be after the start date, and so we're going to go to 5:30. And don't end the sign up. The coordinator is probably going to be one of the GLADs, so you can choose. I'm going to go ahead and I've been picking on Heidi. I'm going to pick Heidi's name because she's the first on the list. You'd really want to have, in this case, one of the Glads, Betsy Keneally or Chris Stoke, and you're going to add a phone number where this person can be contacted and an email. This is a fictitious example. So, do you want to be notified on registrations? If so, you can opt to have that notification. Otherwise, you can just be monitoring the website. There really isn't an applicable URL that's a website. The type of sign up is RSVP. You want people to be able to say, I'm coming, I can't make it. You want them to be able to communicate with you. So there is a calendar that was devised by the last board, and I'm going to go default to a ticktocker meeting, which is light pink. I'll share this with you, or pink, I guess. So I put all the ticktocker meetings on in pink. Patronesses have a different color, etc. So here is an important part. This is how you set up for meeting credits. So these are called advanced requirements. And so to get a ticktocker meeting credit, you're going to want to set it up as a meeting, grade level, meeting of the tiktokers, assign it 1 credit, add the credit. Then you're going to want to set up another credit because the patronesses are coming. A meeting, I'm trying to see if there is, I guess it's just that. And then you're going to add, so the patronesses can get a meeting credit also. So they have 1 and they add it. So now when they have attended the event and have submitted the registration, they can be awarded meeting credits based on their setup. So now you can save this event. You can find this event. Let's see, I think it was October 21st. Here's my fictitious. You can see this is how you can view who's registered. You can edit it, you can copy it, and you can, so if you want to come back and later and say, bring a donation for Star House, whatever that might be. You can save that, and it'll be part of your your calendar event now. So going to it again, we're going to find it. I can come at this high level, and I can, wish you could see the whole menu, but you can't. Oh, maybe you can. There it is. Let's see, on the same page. So you can see the attendees, you can edit it, you can copy it, and you can delete it. And that's what I'm going to do since this is a fictitious thing. And Betsy really wouldn't appreciate everybody coming to her house next weekend, I'm guessing, without me discussing it with her. So you can go to the calendar. Again, you look at Gardenia, and it's been removed. Okay, that's it, folks. That's how you add a meeting to the calendar. I hope that was helpful. Thanks.